Hello, and welcome back to our Pathfinder Second Edition campaign. How's it going? Session 66.
Yeah.
We're,
Close.
we're
So
getting
close. I feel it in my bones.
to our famous beach session. That's session 69.
The nice session.
I mean, if you're still in the Underdark, you're gonna have to find an Underdark beach.
Yeah,
Under
they happen, right?
beach.
Yeah,
It's like-
rivers
like
under
set-
the ground.
Yeah, there's like
You've-
sexy
you've-
mind flayers.
I mean, you've played Baldur's Gate. There's that bit with the Kuatoa.
Oh yeah.
That's a beach, right? I think.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it is.
I mean,
guess
even
it's
just the bit where you fight the Dwagar.
Legend Rising, sponsored by.
By Laria.
by Baldur's Gate. No, there's no Baldur's Gate here.
There are no
This is,
sponsors.
This is a copyrightless thing, I guess. I don't know.
This is Thor's door.
Yeah. So session 66. So if everyone's ready, let's begin.
Hell yeah.
I've got, I just went to the shop and got myself a can of Monster because I had I just woke up. Like, just
Is
30
it?
minutes.
No, is it the Lewis Hamilton one? Because that is
It's
the best one.
not. Yeah, I don't know what
Richard
flavour
drinks-
that's supposed to be.
Richard drinks the Lewis Hamilton one every day.
Do you?
I might be having one right now.
Oh, Richard! It's
I
the
just-
fuck?
I just really fancied it.
Oh shit! Here we go.
God's
It's sponsored by
sake.
Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, it's not sponsored by, but yeah.
You know,
Um,
you want to.
Yes, the taste of Lewis Hamilton. Right, so let's begin. Last we left off, the party were down in the streets of Kakarot, where they had arrived, meeting Gerton, Kaphos, Cyan's dad, who, while you were there, kind of explained some issues, I think, within the council. The council, since the Azera returned back to this city after it having been abandoned for a long time, they agreed to form a council from the different tribes that returned. However, the different tribes have sort of drifted apart in their years, and without a heir to the throne, no one seems to be able to make any agreements on what to do, and there's a bit of a struggle. So Kaphos has found evidence of a city down in the Underdark that could potentially harbour the sword of Otorin, the High King of the Azera, who went missing, who died in battle to Eretzar thousands of years ago. His sword was always thought to have died along with him and gone missing along with him. But Kaphos has found some evidence, I suppose, that shows that he might have left it behind. So you've gone, you've begun the process of heading down towards the Underdark. You met, along with Kaphos, there is Rora and Sato, who are the companions that are going along with him. And you began the process of seeking out in the mines something that Kaisu, the young Azera, told you about, that there seems to be another entrance to the Underdark there. But as you were travelling through the mines, you were spotted by some members of the... Ooh, let me get my notes. The tribe of Kishi, including Tenzing, who was a bit mean to you on your entrance. And you began legging it away from them because you thought, I guess Kaphos thought they might be interfering. So that's where we left off. So I guess you're sprinting away.
Yeah.
Just first off the bat, is there anything anyone wants to is there anything anyone wants to do that might help them speed up, or just run away faster, or be more efficient, or do something potentially to?
I have a focus spell called
Okay.
Athletic Rush.
What does that do?
So your body fills with physical power and skill. You gain a 10-foot status bonus to your speed and +2 to athletics checks. And as part of the spell, you can stride, leap, climb, or swim action.
Okay, amazing. What were you going to say, Cascus?
I could do a wall of fire behind us.
Ooh.
It's your choice. If you want to do that, you're in the process of just starting to run off now. So before we do
Can you
any
remind
rolls,
me Can you remind me that are they angrily chasing us? Are they just kind of casually walking after us?
Well, they were a bit suspicious because you're carrying all your things. You're obviously going on some sort of trek, and they've come over to you and they're wondering what you're doing. And Kafos is very kind of made it quite clear that he didn't want any outside involvement because the council aren't going to be okay with it.
Okay,
But like technically, it's legal. Like what you're doing is not against the rules, but it might, you might also be, the prying eyes of the tribe of Kishi.
Though I imagine setting them on fire probably is.
No, not aiming it at them, but like
Between us.
between.
I mean,
us,
that will definitely stop them in their tracks for sure. You'll be able to get away almost instantly.
Oh, I've got the grease spell, which is slightly less aggressive. If you,
Yeah,
you
you're
can't
agreeing
back
with
it
fire,
up.
well, that's amazing.
So the current area you're in at the moment is a sort of fairly narrow mining shaft that's heading down into the Underdepths. The floor, using a grease spell, I mean, it's going to slow them down. They're not going to be able to sprint right over it, and you're going to get away if you want to do that. But also a wall of fire will definitely do that as well.
What level is your grease spell?
That one.
I'd do that. Mine's level 5 spell.
Yeah. That's
All
fine.
right, so you begin to head off, rushing away. Can everyone just make me a reflex saving throw, just so I can have an idea
Public?
about. Yeah.
Oh, fuck
Ooh.
me.
Alcifer.
Oh, that wasn't me, thank God.
Yeah.
I saw a one and I thought,
rich
oh,
today.
God.
Yeah.
All right. So straight off, you begin to rush. Hang on, let me just change the music, maybe. Oh, here we go.
Interesting. My thing says when I roll a success on a reflex save, you get a critical success instead. Does that mean I critically succeed here, or is it just or is that just when I'm diving out of the way?
Yeah, it's when it's to do with evasion. But you definitely do very well. So Calcifer, what was that other thing you did? Athletic rush.
Yeah, I mean, if it's relevant, right? So if it's
Yeah. All right, so you begin to head off down the cavern. Hanera throws out a grease spell behind her as Tenzin goes, "Hey, what are you doing?" and starts chasing after you. You immediately rush around a corner, and Calcifer, you just sort of barrel over a rock and just faceplant into the ground. Let me just do some saves for Tenzin. He's look a lot more suspicious now, but he's you can hear him slipping and sliding on the grease behind you, so that gives you plenty of time to get up, Calcifer.
okay.
Let me just do a couple more saves, because if he can't get past it, you're just free and away. Oh shit, that's not right. Oh wow, okay, so he got a natural 3 on that. And 10. That's what's your DC, Hanera? What's your spell DC?
30.
30. Yeah, he's critically failing all of these. So like you could just hear him slipping and sliding on the grease as you rush around the corner. Kavos,
People just stood behind him like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
You hear like a bit sort of a backlog of just of people shouting and sort of are confused as to what's going on as he's just like, I guess, slipping and sliding. But you've managed to get away now. That's no problem at all. Kafos rushes around a corner and says, "Quick, Kaisu says the crack was down here."
All right. Well, wait for me.
Is Hank
my
out?
ass.
Shield, Hank's out.
Yeah. He's generally out unless he needs to be in.
Okay, you hear shouting beginning to build from behind you as you slip through a very narrow crack that begins to sort of delve into the earth. Eventually, it opens up into a cavern that has quite a fast-flowing stream of water running through it, like an underground river. It's probably about 15 feet wide, 20 feet wide, but you're not sure how deep. It seems to be a quite fast flowing body of water.
So how wide did you say it was?
probably 20 feet wide, 15, 20 at this around here. It seems to narrow a bit off into the future, but yeah, just ahead of you. But that's about how wide it is.
Is there a
How
way-
big is the swan boat, by the way? Does it say how big the swan boat is?
Let me have a look.
Feather token.
Oh, that's first
There we go.
edition.
I click use, will it appear in the chat for everyone? Do I? Is there a way I can just share things to the chat? How many use?
I don't think it.
Ah, no. Well, I suppose I have used. I'm gonna use it anyway. I thought it might come up in the chat, and now I've lost it from my inventory.
It just says a swan-shaped boat capable of carrying. Then
All right. Well, if you want to
Push
use
to
that,
eight.
I'll say that fits. That definitely fits through the tunnel.
Okay.
If you want to get that out, and Kfos says, I assume this is the right river.
oh right, so
You
we're not
assume?
crossing. We're going down this.
No, yeah, you're going to be going down it. It seems to flow deeper and further into the air.
All right. Well, now's the time, I guess.
You hear, Tenzing shouting in the background as he's just about rights himself and crawls over to the other side of the grid. Quick, let's go. Who has the token?
I think it's in the bag of holding. That's
No,
is it on
it's
Hank?
fine. I have
Oh,
it.
did you take it out?
I thought Hideo took it out.
I claimed it
Oh,
when
you
we first did
Didn't
it.
didn't delete it off of the
Oh,
bag
I'm
of
sorry.
holding.
I did put it in my thing though, which is where I've just taken it out from.
Okay, I'll remove it from the
Thank
shared
you.
one.
Taking it out, it's just a tiny little, like kind of I guess wooden figure of a swan that you cradle in your hand and breathe onto and sort of speak its the words that go along with it, some elven tongue, I guess. And it begins to grow in your hands. Throwing it into the water, it begins to bob. Someone grabs hold of it and just stops it from getting away whilst other people start to get in. It unravels itself into a marvelously crafted elven swan boat, painted white, bobbing into the water. Luckily, whilst the stream is fast flowing, if you were to fall into it, at least the boat you can sort of have some control over. But you, I guess, step in one by one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Positioning yourselves.
Do we need to row? Like, what's the deal?
Well, so the stream's flowing one way, so you can just sort of let it push you along. You don't necessarily need to worry too much about that.
Anera, you got anything for in case we fall in?
Yeah, that's a good shout actually. I will cast breathing. Sorry, I'm just gonna put it in the chat.
Actually, I just realised actually the thing is don't worry, you'll see. Okay. So you begin to float down the stream. There's not really any light here, so I guess a few of you've taken out torches, and some of you can already see.
I'm casting water breathing as well. On 5 people, so it's just our party.
Okay.
Didn't we determine that we had like potions and stuff to not have to use any torches? Because we bought a bunch of dark. Yeah, we bought a bunch of dark vision potions.
Oh yeah.
Didn't
Who's keeping track of them then?
I bought a few. How many did I buy? I wrote it down in my bag. I think we all just bought them separately and put them in a.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I've got 7 dark vision
potions.
elixirs, but
Okay.
they're for Hank.
Yeah, I've got 7 greater potions of darkness.
All right. So take the potions as you will. How long do they last?
A day?
Uh,
24 hours, yeah.
24 hours. Okay. So as part of your daily preparations, I guess you can take those. So if you just take a dose off,
Okay.
you'll be
Cool.
set for the day. All right. So you begin to set down the cavern as your eyes adjust to. I can change the music a little bit. As your eyes adjust to the rushing stream before you, the cavern walls begin to, as you go deeper and deeper into the earth, they begin to sort of become a darker shade of black, almost turning purplish, like a dark purple. Eventually, you see like the occasional mushroom, like glowing luminescent fungus, just sprouting off stalagmites and stalactites around. The occasional like weird little river creature, like blobfish or some ancient toad that sort of bobs its head above the water, just sort of looking at you as you drift by. The caverns are surprisingly easy to navigate, being pulled along by the water. This goes on for, I'd say, a couple of hours. You're just graciously bobbing down the caverns. Kphos sort of sits back as you're traveling. Oh, well, here's to a good adventure. The council are going to be pissed at me.
How many adventures of this type have you gone to before, Father?
Well, every Azira's life is an adventure in itself. I spent most of my early days traveling the world.
Where did you go?
Well, the world as we know it is basically just, I don't know. But from the north to the south and anywhere in between, we travelled.
Is it quite different? The different places in the continent?
Oh, yes. Some of the worst places are the north. The Kaidos lands. They're cold and yeah, brisk breeze, deep snow in winter. It's a harsh landscape. But
You see, my experience so far is of verdant and lush lands.
well, yes. Let's hope you never have to go to those horrible places then, especially during winter.
We're probably going to have to. Now that you mentioned it, it's going to happen at some point in the future.
Possibly. Is there anything you want to do whilst you're just otherwise you're not otherwise occupied currently? So there's anything that you want to do while in the boat?
Read my book? No, I don't know. Have a little look in the water and see if
sure.
there's any fish or anything.
Yeah, make a perception check. So looking underneath the waves, you see the sort of the occasional like tendril and tentacle. The occasional like bit of weird like matted moss or kind of algae that sits just under the river's surface. In terms of like large river creatures, like at this point, doesn't seem to be. There doesn't seem to be that much to feed on down here. And as you get deeper and deeper, potentially the creatures might get weirder. All right, so you continue on for a couple of hours. Where's the clock? Hang on. All right. So there we are. Oh no, yeah. Let's put you on. Oh shit. All right. So eventually, you begin to feel the boat pick up pace. As you notice, the cavern itself, the sort of elevation drop of it, begins to get a bit steeper, and you notice that the water begins to get a bit faster. and the boat begins to pick up pace. And it begins to feel a bit uneasy as the boat begins to rock. Kphos begins to hold on to the side, and Rora and Sato look a bit unsure. Kphos takes out his map as he holds onto the side with one hand as it begins to rumble. And he says, no, this isn't right. This river is... I'm not sure this is the same river that we had mapped.
Gods.
I just assumed because it's the mines aren't that far from the other.
Have we separated at any point, or has it just been the same tunnel the whole time?
It's been the same tunnel the whole time, but he says we must have got down in the mines. I must have got confused. He takes out like a little compass and looks at it, and he sort of shakes his head and says, "Down here, compasses aren't very useful. I'm not sure what heading we're headed."
Hmm.
The boat begins to pick up faster.
So where do you reckon we're actually going then? Is this going to get us further from where we need to be?
I have no idea.
Has anybody stopped to consider the fact that the boat is getting faster is not necessarily a good sign?
It's noticeably begun to pick up pace at this point.
Is it picking up pace in a manner that is just kind of consummate with the conditions, or is it suspiciously so?
Well, it's the elevation drop. The cavern seems to be, at first it was maybe a 10% or maybe 5% elevation drop. So after a couple of hours, you've dropped quite a considerable distance. But now it seems more like 20%. And the water around you is picking up pace, and the boat is starting to rock and bob quite considerably faster.
I'm going to prepare gaseous form in the event we suddenly get thrown off a waterfall or something. For myself.
It begins to pick up into almost like a rapids, and the boat begins to bump against the sides of the cavern every now and again with a forceful bump. So can everyone make me a... what do you do to hold on? Well, actually, everyone tell me how you're holding on, maybe.
I'm going to use holding onto a railing or something, so maybe like a fortitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gonna like plant myself down, hold on as hard as I
I
can.
can't exactly say, I'm fucking cartwheeling around trying to
Yeah.
keep...
If everyone you can make any kind of saving throw you want, as long as you can just...
Okay, I'm gonna hold on to a railing and then cast paralyze on myself. No. I'm just gonna hold on.
So
You guys paralyze on yourself. Does that how that works?
Well, you didn't.
Would it immediately cancel?
I don't know.
Can I do athletics?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have to be a save? Okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I'm gonna do a fortitude save. I don't know how I can justify a reflex save.
Oh, Hank.
You begin surfing down on it. You begin surfing the boat down. Can someone make one for Henning as well?
I don't think I have a sheet. Otherwise,
have you got a sheet, Richard?
I think so, yeah. So for him, it'd probably be like acrobatics, trying to just sort of ride it out, keep balance.
That's fine.
Like one of those surfboards that try and kick you off.
All right, you all did very well.
Apart from
Hank sort of bobs up. So as the boat noticeably hits a bump, you all sort of get a little bit of air, but Hank sort of floats maybe 5 or 10 feet off the boat and smacks the bottom of the boat, and sort of half begins to sort of trail off into the water. So if someone wants to reach out and try and grab him.
Can I try and just recall him into the shield?
Oh, you can do that.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay, so yeah, Hank begins to almost fall into the water, and zoop, you recall him back
It's
into
like a
the.
Pokeball.
Yeah, low center of gravity, but hasn't got any hands.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you know when dogs are like trying to get out of a pool, they're just like desperately flailing. All right. Yeah, dogs weren't made for boats. All right.
Things
Right,
made for boats.
Not a sea dog.
Boats aren't naturally occurring in nature.
What? I mean, in a
There's
way,
lots of
there's
things
like
that
ants
dogs are
that
made for that aren't naturally occurring in nature.
aren't there things where like ants will use leaves as a boat to get across bodies of water?
Yeah, what about that thing about the snake and the fox or whatever it is? Or turtle, I don't know.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
something in the scorpion.
Yeah.
I think it depends where you are. Which
Scorpion
animals
and the
it is,
frog.
versus the story.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I think there's the two. Like, it's the scorpion, the frog, and then there's like the fox, the chicken, and the grain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the other ones.
All right. So the boat continues on, and begins to pick up a real pace, but then suddenly it begins to even out. And you notice as the cavern begins to level again, this huge wall of water, which you've fallen down on, begins to kind of get a bit narrower. The cavern begins to get a bit narrower, and the boat kind of half begins to scrape against the sides. So let me show you where you are. FYI, you just pass. So this is an option if you want to. You can continue down the cavern, down the river, or a like slight opening on the side that leads down to a external cavern tunnel. Just appears before you on the left hand side of where you're traveling. You can jump out if you want, or you can continue down the river.
Dad's got the map. What does he say?
He says, "I don't know where the hell we are."
I'm saying I wish that I had crafted like a. Actually, do I actually have a grappling hook?
I could make a grappling hook out of my my clay.
I
don't
do.
think we
I
have
have
the time to just make one.
no.
Right
I've already got it. I've already got it in my inventory. Can I try and stop the boat with the grappling hook?
Sure. Now, let me show you where you are. You see this?
Yep.
Yep.
Can just sort of see the bridge.
Which one's
and then
Dad?
A little bit here. A little bit here.
K-Foss is here.
That one.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then that's Aurora, and that's Sato.
Is there light coming from the cavern? Light.
There doesn't seem. Well, there's sort of the glowing of like bioluminescent fungus, but it's not necessarily light. So all right, so you're gonna make the grappling hook. The grappling hook would be either to this side or this side as you go past it. What would you want to do?
Just wherever I can see something that it could feasibly hook onto.
All right, so make a. Is it? What do you see? Attack
Just like
roll.
an unarmed attack.
Yeah, make a. So it has to be secret. What? Yeah, it has to be a secret. So if you do a blind gem roll.
Will it let me? Yeah.
All right, so you begin to. So you say left or right. Which side are you going for?
I'll go left.
Okay, so spinning the grappling hook around, the boat begins to zoom past it, but you throw the grappling hook out, and it latches against a rock. Make an athletics check for me, just to sort of, because you're gonna have to hold onto the boat and sort of stop it with the power of your hands.
Okay. If I get a spare moment, can I put Hank where the grappling, like send Hank out of the shield where it's landed, and command him to like hold it? There might be a bit much to do in the moment.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll just do the athletics.
Yeah, do that for now.
Okay, 32.
All right. How long's the grappling hook? Does it say how long it is?
I think it's just attached to a normal bit of rope, right?
Yeah. Is that 50 feet?
Yeah, I would think so.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, so dashing to the back end of the boat, piling over the rest of the party, you throw out the grappling hook, which attaches to a nearby rock. And the boat tugs to a halt as you stop it with your feet. The water around you is obviously gushing quite quickly, but it's nowhere near as fast as it was.
Okay, I'll sort of like, and then like lean back to, and like sort of like 2 feet like against the sides of the boat, just sort of keep like inching forward and then like leaning back to pull us back in.
All right. Cool. Have you noticed that this boat is a bit fucked up?
Yeah, what's that, like?
It's a wide boat.
But where's the swan? Like,
At
Oh,
the
yeah.
head's
front.
been decapitated. Oh, is it?
it's flat. It's like a
It's sideways on. It's like long Putin.
Oh yeah.
Wide Putin, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know how this happened.
Long.
Hey,
So you
the
begin to-
Underdark does weird things.
Yeah.
At least it doesn't have all that white stuff on it anymore.
Yeah.
All right. So the grappling hook connects you to the opening in a cavern, which is maybe about 10 feet above the waterline. But you manage to pull the boat and moor it to the side here, so it's going to be there for the time being. If you decide to explore down the river later, you can also do that.
Cool.
All right. So you moor up.
We should have someone stay with the boat, make sure it doesn't go away.
Yes, I suppose it depends where we are. Okay,
I mean, it's just a boat, right? Like it's useful.
Right.
It's useful to have it here, but I think it's probably more useful to have us.
Can you like
sticking together?
Can you like unswan the boat?
I think it's single use.
Yeah, it's a single-use thing.
Well, in that case, if we don't have another boat, I would much rather we have this boat not going anywhere.
Yeah, well, we could always teleport out.
He says, Kavos says, there's not much luck of us getting back up that river anyway. It feels like we're stuck down here until we find somewhere else out. Find somewhere else to get out.
Yeah, it'll take a lot of sequences of grappling, pull, grappling, pull.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Where do these rivers end up going to?
Down in the Underdepths. Some people say it goes into the void of the world below. An infinite expanse where, I guess, all the water flows to eventually.
I wonder what is there.
Probably
So
water.
coming across this cavern, there's a large cavern. It has this like kind of quite sulfur-filled smell. The floor kind of steams with volcanic heat, and you hear the rushing of the river, obviously to the north. Do you want to step in and have a look?
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Yeah, feel free to move. So, can you make a perception check for me, Cyan and Calcifer? I'll move the rest of you up.
thank you.
I'll bring Hank out at this point as well.
34.
Alright, so dismounting from the boat. Cyan, yeah, there's this. There's a very, very obviously strong smell of sulfur in this room. Kind of like a rotten egg kind of smell. Looking on the ground, you see scales embedded into the ground, which seem to trail, I guess, into the northwestern corner of the cavern, wherein you see like a few boulders, almost like a nest made. For some creature that is no longer here.
I'm gonna pick up one of the scales and try and see if I can discern, like, what kind of color it is, like if it looks like a reptile scale, or
Make
if
a
it looks
nature
like a
check.
fish scale, or
Yeah, make a nature check.
nature.
I'm prone.
Oh shit. My legs aren't working. Ah.
5.
Oh, that was slow.
Wow, they
No fucking clue.
Yeah, they are scales. You're not quite sure what they are. The rest of you can have a look if you want, so you can continue exploring.
Sure, I can look. What's the? It's a nature chat. I mean, my nature.
Ask Dad as well.
Where is nature on my list? There it is. Oh wow, 0. So plus. Oh no, I'm not investigating anymore. Sorry. 10. Pretty bad.
The scales seem quite large. Can't quite discern what they are. They've got kind of a deep purple hue to them. Kphos comes over and has a look. What creature is this from?
I was hoping you'd know.
I do not know. No creature native to the lands above, I think. Aurora and Sato sort of begin looking around. So, are we making a camp here? Aurora asked. Are we going to continue through?
I think
I
we should
think-
continue on.
Yeah, I don't want to
guys.
be back for whenever this thing returns.
Sounds wise. Well, I guess let's continue on. So, obviously, a sprawling cavern tunnel network kind of goes off before you. So you can continue to have an explore through if you want. If you want me to move you, I can do that as well.
So I can't move myself without moving Cyan as well.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
See.
Can you not?
No,
Wait. So if you press
I can't.
escape.
Nope. I'm
Oh.
spamming escape.
Okay, don't worry. I'll move you.
And well, you're gonna have. Sorry, mate.
That's all right. That's cool. All right. So the tunnel leads into what seems to be kind of almost a maze network of cave tunnels. You're not sure whether these are naturally occurring or dug out by something.
Mm.
What's everyone's perception modifiers? Just as you're walking around.
17.
15. and
19.
15.
Hanks is. Oh, where's she gone? Hanks is 18.
Hank's
Hennings is 17.
Hank's squeezing through these tunnels. These
Okay.
things, by the way.
Oh, I can't. I can't see
yeah.
his token.
Oh, can you not?
No, I think because his token doesn't have dark vision.
That's all right. I'll
I can't find where to click on it either. There might be some way, but
Can you see that now?
I don't. Nope.
Okay. I will bring Hank through. Yeah, Hank's kind of squeezing through, sniffing as he goes. As you begin to pile through, Cyan, as you're walking through, you see a half-buried ancient chisel dug into, sort of half-buried into the rock. You see an old mallet as well. It seems that maybe these were old mines.
Mines
long since
ahead.
abandoned. Kphos says, well, any sign of life is good, I suppose. Maybe we can work out where the hell we are.
How funny would it be if, by overshooting and getting lost, we actually found the tomb quicker?
Yeah.
Oh, when does that happen?
Things being easy. What?
You know, it could happen. I feel like if I put enough positivity into the universe, at least something will come out of it.
So you continue exploring. Eventually you come up to this left or right decision. So FYI, these tunnels kind of are a bit of a they're not to scale. You're in exploration mode at the moment, so you're not
Leave
necessarily
them
doing. It's not like foot by foot. This might be taking like 10 minutes or sort of exploring the caverns or whatever.
Okay.
So-
Left.
so- Well, that's going back the way. Yeah, that might be fine.
Always stick to the left wall. I've played Pathfinder, so
Let's go find our path. We go
Alright, so
left.
continue on.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna go first.
I see a
Uh,
big
Anira,
open...
maybe slow down. You're squishy. We don't want you to bump into something horrible.
I see a big open space down here.
no.
Yeah, there seems to be a large open cavern to your south. Up to the north, Hanera, you eventually follow it around to a dead end. There does seem to be a very small hole that maybe a small creature could go through.
Nick?
Yes, I was thinking maybe if Nyx wants to have a go.
Next, I could have a look.
Nice.
She vanishes through the tunnel. Eventually, she comes back and says, "There's just more tunnels the other side."
Okay.
All right. So heading down to the south. Let's see, here. Oh yeah. What marching order are you going in as well? Let's have a.
I think I would be kind of second.
I don't mind going first, to be honest, and just like running in and kamikaze blowing up. Like,
It's currently
not a
Hank
bad
is
idea.
blocking the entrance to the corridor, but you can change how you're.
I don't mind. I'm gonna go first.
Oh, that-
I'm gonna be our
okay.
minesweeper.
All right, Cascus then pushes through and enters into the
I'm
cavern.
gonna armor up, by the way.
Okay. I assume you're all ready for a fracas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just getting my sword out.
Mhm.
Would we be in dim light or darkness?
Dim light or darkness?
Yeah, just for the sword.
This is complete darkness down here because you've got the potion on, so that's dim.
Oh,
that
I
dim
don't.
light?
I have greater dark vision because I'm a shadow
Okay.
dancer.
Then is greater
that-
dark vision dim light for you?
I think this is for the sake of the sword.
Yeah.
Right.
For the sake of the sword, that's definitely darkness. Yeah, but
Okay.
that darkness covers dim light as well. Like
Yeah.
the stuff that you get under dim light, you'll get under darkness. All right, so entering this cavern, let me just stop you there. There's a number of steps to your south, which seem to go up. As you sort of peer into the tunnel, looking down the steps, they seem to be half blocked off with a bunch of rubble and boulders. The rest of the cavern, you see the occasional rat scurry beneath your feet before disappearing into thousands of hidden tiny tunnels below. This seems like a central complex that was once used maybe by miners. Like a lot of the walls seem half dug out, tunnels which sort of go all over the place, almost to nowhere.
How?
There seems to be shining deposits of some sort of metal in the walls here.
Can I detect magic?
Detect magic, yeah. Go.
Yeah.
There does not seem to be any magical source around here for now.
Would we be able to tell if these the ore is mithril?
Make me a what check would that be?
Crafting?
Yeah, do crafting to ascertain what this is.
I was just about to ask where the others were.
Yeah, they're just lingering behind.
30.
Yes, this is indeed mithril.
Would I have any idea as to the combat ability of my father?
Your father is probably not powerful as the rest of you, that's for sure. Sato and Rora seem fairly capable fighters, but again, you probably are gonna be if shit goes down, you're gonna be trying to defend them, I think.
Right, okay.
They are more yeah. Yeah. It's unclear how often they've actually been to the Underdepths.
Can I like stand to the side of people and just like activate my boots and just try and like not stand where people are? Is that possible?
Today?
So these are the Flame Walker boots,
Oh, sure. Yeah, go ahead.
the Hellfire boots. So each square you move from, it becomes hazardous terrain for 1 minute. I mean, is there a way maybe knock down narrow pathways, but when we kind of come out into these kind of open areas, can I just kind of tap it?
Yeah,
And then, like,
you're welcome
try and
to.
avoid standing where people would be standing if they were going to come through. It might not be possible, but that's fine.
Yeah, like if you're using it in the tunnels, people are going to be obviously walking where you've been. But
Yeah.
but for here, if you want to test them out, you can. As you click your boots together, yeah, the floor behind you begins to sort of bubble and spit with flame.
Mm.
You feel you feel it lapping at your ankles. The rest of you begins to feel quite warm in the tunnel.
You know, I've got 3 different things to do this. They all come on at once, and I am in the middle of lots of people. It could be quite amusing.
Kefos says that is intriguing magic that you have there.
Ah, yes. It is, booties.
Don't feed his ego. He can be quite incessant when he wants to be.
Kefos says, what are these steps? Where do they lead? Who made these? They seem to be going from below.
Maybe you should stand back. I'm gonna untap my boots. As I walk down there, I look left and I see all those mushrooms. I see like lots of mushrooms, right?
Yeah, you
Cassius,
see.
no, now's not the time for psychedelics.
You see.
You should take some.
No.
No, bring them home.
You see just in the distance a cavern filled with all number of exotic mushrooms. Some glowing, some purple, some green, some red. They seem to pulsate slightly on the walls, almost as if they're breathing. You can go over there and have a look if you want.
Do they seem sentient?
They seem friendly.
Yeah, well.
It's hard to tell whether they're sentient or not without going a bit closer and
I would like to go a little bit closer. Sorry, which way are they?
Down this way.
Okay, and I would like to introduce
Sorry.
myself.
No
Hello.
mushrooms.
What are you gonna say?
Hello. I don't want to interrupt. I just wanted to check if you were sentient before we maybe come this way. I don't want to intrude on your little party.
Make a diplomacy check.
Oh God.
Wait, you're talking to nothing, you know.
Do you ever feel like you're talking to a brick wall? Do you ever feel like you're talking to a mushroom? 24. The mushrooms continue to breathe.
And there was no
They seem inviting.
I'm suspicious of this. I don't.
Kefos shouts out and says, "Over here, there's another staircase." Which is looking down. It's also filled at the bottom with a bunch of bricks. Kefos says, "Sorry, go on."
I was saying, does it look like these stairways have been blocked off intentionally?
Yes, it does. Well, Kefos says to you, it would, it could be a coincidence if it was just one, but 2 staircases. Now that's not a coincidence. That's a pattern.
Do we think that they are to keep us out, or to keep something from getting out?
I do not know. I imagine it is unlikely that people would normally enter through the river. So I wonder if it is the latter.
I'm gonna keep an eye out, like, for if there were like signs of warning. Like, don't remove these boulders, otherwise something will come and eat your face.
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. 25.
Examining the boulders closer, you notice that there seems to be almost like soot marks or scorch marks around the boulders, almost as if some sort of explosive had collapsed the tunnels, seemingly maybe in a rush.
I do not like this place.
Does
Kavos is,
Does it seem unfixable?
as in, could you open up the passage?
Yeah.
You probably could. It might take a day or so, but you've got enough hands here that you could start the process of unclogging it.
Would more explosives be helpful or just make the situation worse?
It would make the situation worse. Yeah, explosives in tunnels. Yeah.
This isn't Legend of Zelda. Just
Yeah, there's like a little insect nearby that explodes that you can put right next to it.
That would be Nick, wouldn't it? Shit. Am I Link?
we do still have like 90 of the remote bombs, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna help.
No, I think that would just be an issue
What?
with building.
Nera,
Mm,
can't you disintegrate stuff?
yeah, I can, but
So would more stuff just collapse in if you did?
yeah, I think there might be structural problems.
It's
Yeah.
impossible to tell how deep this this staircase goes as well.
I
I'm
could
gonna have a look at
if
the other
there
one.
if there was not much trouble down there, I could potentially go through using by turning into a to gas.
Yeah.
Could give it a try.
But yeah, we can't back you up if you get into trouble.
Well, yes, that is the
Who
risk.
attacks gas?
Unless
Fire.
Shooting both.
We do still have our gaseous form.
Do we have enough
Spell
for
scrolls.
everybody?
I can't remember how many we have. I think Henning had.
Henning used one. Yeah.
Did he use one?
Yeah.
he
Right.
doesn't have any in his inventory on
Yeah, but-
Foundry.
Would he have added it?
I don't know.
Yeah. So I still have one. Oh, I know.
it
I
is
think
only.
I think I wrote it, put it in my notes. Was it? You can carry on. I'll just do this.
I'm gonna have a
No,
look at the
I-
other staircase and see if it's any easier to clear.
The only reason I think it would be worth going down would be to see whether or not there is any clue as to what's going on here based on what is on the other side. But I would not go further than just looking to see that.
We bought 4 gaseous form scrolls, so
Really?
there would be. Oh no, I think it's a level. Is it a level 4 spell?
I want to say
Yeah.
3, but
No, hold on.
Okay.
It is a. Where's my spell gone? 4.
Okay, well, ignore that. I think that's what the 4 means.
Both tunnels look equally messed up. It starts with quite large boulders, and then obviously it's filled in with silt and rubble. It's impossible to tell how long it's been since this happened. There doesn't seem to be much evidence of like bones or people getting caught in the explosion or death or anything around here. Like it's fairly empty in terms of that, especially for a mine that you presume was once quite active.
So it was rushed yet deliberate.
Yeah, like a planned demolition, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd presume if it was some sort of like creature that's escaped and they have to like block it off or something, there might be people caught in it.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't know for sure, but it doesn't seem to be that. If you wanted to have a gaseous form and have a look around, you could. There's no. It's quite difficult to tell whether the sort of silt in the sand eventually just clogs it entirely up, or whether you could filter through it. But you can give it a try.
Well,
I
it's
can-
only I got like 4 spell slots, and I got 3 level 4 spell. Yeah, we'll give it a go.
Alternatively, Nyx could phase through the statue
That's a
fairly
good
easily.
idea.
We can see if she can
Yeah, that's a better
squeeze
idea, actually.
through the
Yeah, do that.
boulders.
Good thought.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to send Nyx down there, she can do that.
Yeah,
She,
let's do
which staircase do you want? The north or south?
Let's start with the north, and if that's uneventful, we'll try the south.
Okay. Nyx phases through the north passage. Eventually she returns and says, "It's quite hard to tell what's down there. It does open up. It seems quite smoky and quite volcanic almost. There's a tunnel that leads on. It gives me the shivers a little bit."
Volcanic, you say?
Should we
It
have a
seems
look
to be
down the
deeper
south?
into the earth, further away from the river, that's for sure.
Just give Henning an eye.
Kafos says we could continue on and see if there's any more evidence of somewhere to go. This does seem like somewhere that could lead to somewhere habitable, though. Somewhere once habited.
We should probably try the south one with Nyx before we move on, just in case we're missing anything there.
Nyx disappears down the south one, and then returns again after a moment. She says, "The tunnel just seems to block itself off after a while. I can't seem to get through that one. Something in the rock, I think, is stopping me."
Like, magically?
It's quite hard to tell. I don't really know my limits and limitations myself.
Right.
But that north tunnel, there's something eerie about it. It's almost like there's a presence down there. Something dark.
Do we know anything that likes to chill out? Well, not chill out, warm out in those kind of areas underground?
Mushrooms.
This could be maybe another route into where we were trying to get to the other day.
Well, what do you mean? Kavos says.
Well, just kind of look to everyone. It's like, do we want to?
Well, he's my
Spill
dad.
the
If I can't trust my dad, then, well,
Basically, you know, I was saying the other day about them lot, that army around that temple, dungeon, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
Well, we were potentially going to go down there just to check, make sure that there was some bindings still in place.
Right. Well, that
Yes.
should have been what? That was Bearsden, right? That must have been. That's 100 miles away. We haven't travelled that distance, surely.
Was it 100 miles away? I thought it was like just around the corner from here.
Oh, well, you teleported, and it was 100 miles. So
To be?
you did.
Oh.
If you look on the Adna map.
Damn, this boat goes quick.
Well, after it bears down.
So Bearsden to Indandun is it's like 60 miles.
Is Bearsden where we saw the big army trying to
Yeah.
excavate
The
the?
big,
Okay.
yeah, the big gate.
Okay, so yeah, probably not then. Sorry,
He
I
says,
thought we were a lot closer than we were.
He says it's quite hard to tell how far we travelled. We did go quite quickly in the boat, but it was only for a few hours.
I
Yeah.
think we should go past the mushrooms.
I don't like that. They're not very. I don't trust strange mushrooms.
You don't have to eat your way through.
What?
Mushrooms are only
Mushrooms-
poisonous if you eat them.
Well,
But
what
they
if
can
they
also have
secrete
spores.
pheromones?
Yeah, Kphos says there's this tunnel down here as well.
Oh, I thought that was blocked up.
No,
Oh, no,
it's
no, I was
this
getting
one to the
confused.
south, yeah. That tunnel seems to go on for a long way.
The one
Council.
down there. All right, and
It
it's
seems like it might be a bit of a trek. So if you wanted to go down this way, you probably want to finish up what you're doing here first.
Okay,
If there's
I
no
would like to go through the mushroom way.
Is there a reason this is a different color?
No, not necessarily. But this is a long tunnel that might take you. I don't know. It doesn't.
Right.
It's not clear how long it might take you. It might take you a very long time to travel through.
Okay, but there's not like
So,
clear noxious gas or anything like that there.
No. There is a sort of lingering smell of sulfur, but it's not toxic.
Okay.
Not at this point.
I would like to once again address the fungus.
In the room.
Hello. I hope it's okay. We're just passing through. We need no harm. This is me asking for permission to come into your area. If you don't want us to come in, please speak now. Otherwise, I will accept it as a yes.
They don't say anything.
oh, there.
I basically keep on repeating this as I'm going forward in the
If,
friendly voice.
Kphos turns to you, Cyan, and says, "Are all elves this weird?"
No, this is just her. She's. I think like a donkey kicked her in the head when she was
Whoa!
Yeah, you hear Cyan very loudly say that.
I mean, it's
it
working,
echoes.
isn't it?
Yeah, he
echoes.
was
The
screaming.
donkey.
You're going the wrong way, Calcifer.
Wait, well, I thought we were going towards the mushrooms.
Now we're going past the mushrooms.
But
Oh, yeah.
that's also past the mushrooms over there.
If these mushrooms
it's
start
being more
coming back,
clear.
I am going to evaporate them all.
Okay,
Go
Hank, no, don't eat them, don't eat them.
Hank gives one a sniff and just like. Oh.
He
Hanira,
gives it a
eventually.
sniff and then he goes back. I
You,
am a mushroom hive mind.
Yeah. All right. So, Hanira, reaching up into this part of the caverns, it's more it's more evidence of the mine. Although in the center there is a rock that is engraved with what seems to be an ancient script in there. Cyan, you recognize this as the writings of ancient Azera language. Kphos has a look at it and says, Thenril, son of 8, was here. Someone had a bit of a graffiti.
I can't move my token still because it's moving iron.
And Nyx says, wait, this is where we were before. This is where I came out of the that hole on this side. You in the distance, you just suddenly stop for a moment, and you hear echoing across the cavern is like a click clack sound, like a click clack, click click click. So almost something scurrying, echoing down the hallway. But it doesn't seem like it's not like a rat. It sounds almost like two wooden or bony kind of feet cracking on the floor.
Could you just tell me what the number 8 said?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
It said. I just got it.
Oh, when you said son of 8, I thought you meant like the number 8.
Yeah, there's number 8 as well. 8.
Thank you.
But as for this tunnel, it does begin to curl around to the east as you go around here, but it seems to almost loop back on itself. This was a place where a lot of mithril was mined, clearly, back in the day. The occasional ore sort of poking out of the rock.
Oh right, should we be taking some?
Can if you want.
Wait, I think we need. So we do need some.
Yeah, I mean,
But
how,
we need some dragon breath on it first.
Yeah.
can we not like take it
Before-
and then expose it to dragon
No,
breath?
it needs to be before it's harvested.
Okay.
Do you want me to do it? Should we do it now?
Is
Hold
there
on,
like
I
a
need-
is this like a decent chunk, like a
Yeah.
worthwhile harvesting amount?
Yeah. Have you got a pickaxe or something that you might be able to get it out of the rock?
There was one on the
let's
ground,
see.
wasn't there?
There's small little chunks on the ground, but if you want a big like blob of it.
Oh no, I thought there was some like a pickaxe on the ground.
Oh, there's a chisel on the ground. There are chisels on the ground every now and
That
again.
one?
Mallets. Yeah. It will take a while to chisel it out, but you can try.
Or should we just keep? Why don't we?
You can give it a big whack with a hammer or something.
Got some
Yeah.
remote. I've got some remote bombs. Do some blast mining.
Oh shit.
Let's not use explosives under here. Please.
They're just little bombs.
We also don't know what's down here. We don't want to keep making a shit ton of noise and alert some kind of evil shittery.
Okay.
Don't suppose anyone's happened to buy a pickaxe last time they were in town.
No, but I can use my clay.
Ooh, your clay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make a tool with that.
I mean, yeah, if you can make a pickaxe, that'll be pretty handy.
What's the process of that again?
I just mold it and it turns into something.
Yeah, malleable clay. All right. So, who's gonna make the attempt to try and get the thing out the?
I thought we had to blast it with dragon fire first.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Do you gonna do that as well? Are you gonna
Yeah,
do that?
alright. And then it turns into a dragon. And I'm gonna blast it with dragon fire.
I need to get you a Hanera dragon token that we can change it to. What spell are you casting? Is it dragon form? Or is it what's called? Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Oh, so the malleable clay is, I think, used. It's like expended when you use it.
Is it?
It's a talisman.
Oh, this was I thought this was a different one that, like, made.
If you can name it, I will have more idea. I've given you a lot of things over the campaign so far. I can't keep track of them. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's assuming it is just the malleable clay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't write it down because I didn't have.
Does Cascus still have prescient planner? Or was that old Cascus?
Cascus?
Matt? Oh, you're lighting up, but no noise is coming out.
What?
Matholomew?
Is he here? Matthew?
We can't hear anything that you're saying if you are saying stuff.
Oh. I guess he's vanished. I don't know if he has prescient planner still.
I think I've got a sheet. I'll just have a look. I don't see it.
Okay. I think we might not be able to do this here because I think I'll be too big.
How big do you get?
I can't find. I'm just trying to read it through now.
Dragon form.
Yeah.
You're large. So you're only the same size as Hank.
Yeah, but it lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
I suppose if I go here, then there'll be enough space. But Slan will need to move. I feel like that's dangerous. Yeah, I'll go here in the space. Stop, go away. You're in my line of fire.
So Hanera begins to mutter under her breath. an ancient incantation where she begins to half bend, sort of keel over, and as bright. What color dragon are you gonna be?
Red.
Red dragon. As bright red scales begin to protrude from her skin, her bones crack as she gets larger, and eventually her mouth opens up into a maw of gnashing teeth. That
Develops a noticeably Welsh accent.
yeah, develops a mostly Welsh accent. As you turn into what can only be described as a ferocious beast.
Something happened.
Dragon. Hanera's turned into a dragon. Yeah.
Nearest turned into a dragon. Okay.
Yeah, permanently. That's her character now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am the dragon now.
Did she eat a mushroom?
Now
No,
she's got a spell.
just use the spell. Do you have? You don't have
Okay.
prescient planner, do you, Cascas?
Not anymore. No.
Okay.
Not anymore.
Question answered. So Hanera, you. Everyone opens their eyes in shock as they see you lumbering about in the cavern.
Does she fit?
You just about, yeah. Just squeeze in.
Nice.
It's not a very big dragon.
Another dragon.
Right. Well, is your the mithril is in your court. All right, breath attack. So opening your mouth and feeling deep in your throat a sort of burning fire, you yawn outwards, a big breath of smoke, which ignites and turns into flame. It begins to engulf the mithril ingots that line the walls, and they begin to sort of absorb it. You notice that almost like the more fire that seems to go on them, the more the mithril absorbs it. It almost looks like the mithril gets colder and colder and colder, almost like a frosted, almost like frost begins to form on it, on the outside of it. It turns more and more blue, shining somewhat in the cavern light. Obviously, it's quite bright. First bit of light that you've seen in a little while. And you feel the flames sort of against your face. You take a step back. Kavor says, "What on earth?"
Just let her do her thing. Just let her do her thing.
This elf. What else is she capable of?
And then I guess now I'm just a dragon for a minute.
Alright, well, what?
You
Is there anything else
say
you want to do? Yeah, he's just saying, I guess I'm a dragon. Yeah, is there anything else you want to do during this minute? Or
Nice.
did you get a fly speed when you?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100 feet.
Oh shit.
Damn, that's quick.
That's actually. Yeah, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's not on my main spell list. It's on my spell book. So I can it's gonna have all the time. Yeah, I guess I'll just wander around and just breathe on some mithril.
Okay,
In
so
case we need some others.
that's fine. Yeah, so Calcifer, you I guess you rush up and have a look at the mithril. Putting your hand up next to it, it's cold to the touch. You'd think it would be hotter. But it's definitely been changed by the fire.
All right, I'll get to work trying to get this out.
All right.
I've got a levered crowbar, if that helps.
Sorry, make me a strength check. Athletics.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is that a prolonged thing, or?
Yeah, it'll just sort of dictate how long.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to use athletic rush, presumably. 29.
All right, so you begin to work on the mithril. Eventually, the minute runs out, and Hanera begins to revert back. As she does so, you notice that the mithril seems to lose the energy that's stored within it as Hanera vanishes back to her regular self. It says you're sort of like half worked it out the wall, and you're just like, oh, god damn it.
Well, you might as well finish taking it, and then we'll.
Yeah, what's up
find
with
another
that?
one.
Yeah, it might
April
still have
says,
some like latent stuff in it or something. I don't know.
April says, I wonder if it will come back if she turns into a dragon again.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just keep spamming this to see what happens.
The myth will
Yeah,
only
yeah.
works when Hanera turns into a dragon.
Imagine when you go and use like scam the guy, and you I'll turn into a dragon like round the corner. You know, I'll turn back and sweetly.
It goes like, oh, what did you do to it? You broke it.
Oh no.
If like there's like a range on it as well, like if she turns into a dragon like 100 miles away, will it still work?
It's one of life's mysteries.
And Eric, can you maybe see if this is still magical?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Just... There we go.
Make an Arcana check for me, Hanera.
Can do that. If it's to identify, I can't critically fail. That must
That's
be.
alright. It doesn't seem to be magical anymore.
Well, that's no good.
I mean, mithril is still a valuable metal.
I mean, yeah,
Might as
but
well just...
we've got money, and I doubt this is worth that much. Maybe it has to be from a.
Chance of bumping into any dragons down here.
Maybe it has to be from a real dragon.
Well, that's
I didn't know
reassuring.
magic was into gatekeeping.
Yeah.
You're not a real dragon.
I suppose she could be a real dragon. Who knows?
Me?
Perhaps.
Yeah, maybe this
Yeah.
is your
You should-
polymorph
you should-
form.
You should listen to her poems. They really drag on.
No, that's an awful joke.
Nice.
Damn
Hanera, as you're sort of just looking around that cavern as well, there's a little tunnel here as well that seems to go into another cavern nearby. But again, it's a small little gap. And you see like a little rat scurrying through.
Here, in this little bit.
Yeah, here.
Oh, can I have a look through?
You can peer through. Make a perception check for me. It's quite hard to see, but you do see what seems to be a few more mushrooms on the other side. Maybe some, it seems to be like a kind of half glowing cavern. Maybe some, like, almost like a swamp. Like there's seems to be moss on the other side.
Mushroom bits. Mushroom bits.
You feel like the cavern might be able to be reached there if you go around through the mushroom area.
Okay. And there's nothing in this tiny bit here.
No, there doesn't seem to be.
Alright, through the mushrooms again. I would...
Would you like me to go in first? I wonder if maybe if things start going wrong, I can burn it all down.
I can also burn it all down.
And check it is safe.
I
We
can
have
also...
torches. We can all burn it all down.
It's cool.
Well, true, but
Also, I'm a much more nice person than you, so they'll be more likely to listen to me.
They don't seem to be particularly doing anything just yet. The mushrooms
I'm not
are
intending them to listen to me.
the mushrooms are they seem to be breathing almost in unison, almost if they're all connected somehow. Can everyone make me maybe everyone make a stealth check for me? Not necessarily that you're hiding, but just
Public or private?
just see how much of a mess you make when you walk through here. Yeah, public.
What is my rolls today?
Oh, we're doing alright.
Hang on just a sec. Right, as you're going through, Hanera, you're repeating your mantra. of thanking them for their service. But unfortunately, you brush against a mushroom as you walk past.
Oh dear.
And all at the same time, all the mushrooms in the room retract and just sort of go back into the wall, almost as if they just hide.
I'm deeply upset.
And then
Why did you do this in error?
you just see tiny little the heads of the tiny little mushrooms having retracted and shriveled up, and then suddenly, tiny little spore clouds shoot out all around you. Can everyone make me a fortitude saving throw, please?
I'm going. Yep. Okay. All right. Fortitude save.
What did everyone get? Cascas 23. No, 28.
I got a 32, I believe.
All right. So DC's 25. So who succeeded and who failed?
I succeeded.
Succeeded.
Yeah, I think everyone but Cascus
All right,
succeeded.
Hanera, you succeeded, and you are enfeebled 1.
Okay.
Just bear with me.
Hank and Calcifer crit succeeded.
Okay, cool. Cyan, what did you succeed?
Yeah. So I'm enfeebled 1, I believe.
You are enfeebled 1. Cascus,
Mhm.
you failed, right?
Well, for 23 is a fail.
20,
Yeah.
23 is a fail. So you're enfeebled 2 and slowed 1.
Joyous. What does
And,
slowed condition mean? Let me
you
Google it.
get 1 less extra
Well, that's action.
action.
Oh, I've done 2 actions.
Paphos, Sato, and Rora all critically failed.
No.
Maybe we shouldn't have all gone in at the same time.
So they are all unconscious.
No. Hanero, why couldn't you buddy up to the mushrooms better?
What did
God.
Henning get? 33. That
Yeah,
is, so
So
he's
regular
enfeebled.
success.
Is that
Why
everyone? Yeah.
unconscious? Do you mean like 0 hit points?
No, they're
or-
not at 0 hit points. They're just asleep.
They're not a zero.
Fuck you.
Let's take a 15-minute break here. Just before we vanish though, you begin to see peeling themselves off the wall. The mushrooms begin to clump together, vines and mycelium networks together, into large tendril kind of mushroom creatures that begin to appear out of the walls around you. So let's take a break and we'll roll initiative afterwards, all right?
All right. See you in a bit.
All right, see you in a moment. Hello, welcome back. So just before the break, the party have now traversed into the Underdepths, under Kakarot, getting themselves a bit lost down a ancient river, and they've now managed to upset some mushrooms. So we've rolled initiative. You begin to watch as the mushrooms peel themselves off the cavern walls and begin to slowly move towards you, their tendrils rattling. Who's first? Sato.
Oh.
Sato is unfortunately unconscious. He will do a fortune saving throw. Okay. Alright, Cascus.
I'm going to use both of my actions to move. Not Cyan.
How about you back there?
Like nice.
So you
nice.
so you rush into the center.
I've only got 2 actions because I'm slowed 1. So.
Oh shit, yeah. So you're there now, yeah? Alright, that's your turn. Hanira.
Please can I do a recall knowledge check to see if they know any languages and can communicate?
Make a nature check.
Oh, nature check. 30.
30. Yeah, you recognize these creatures. You've heard of these in myth. They're known as Tendriculos or Tendriculos. They are rumored to know Sylvan, if you can speak Sylvan.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna bring out my sparkly new loot.
As part of that, you also glean that they're weak to fire.
I'm not gonna pass that on just yet. I would like to use my loot to cast a spell that comes with it, True Speech.
Okay.
And I would like to play a little tune and cast it and speak to them, please.
Okay, what do you want to say?
I would like to say, hello, we are just passing through. We're no threat. Please, can you just let us pass? We are very nice.
What does the true speech? What do you have to do for that? Is that just in the language that you
It
get?
just goes to whoever's language is it. I just checked, so I just waste the spell slot.
That's cool. All right. Let's make a diplomacy check again.
Okay.
Now that they can potentially understand you.
34.
34. You speak to them in a flowery elven dialect. They seem to recognize your voice, and you get a response from one of the ones nearest to you. Food. That's the response you get.
Can I carry on talking, or is that my turn?
Was that 2 actions?
It's 2 actions to cast a spell, yeah.
Yeah, they seem quite single-minded. Forgive the pun. But yeah, unfortunately, I think that's probably it.
Okay. Well, I tried. They're weak to fire.
Blast them! All right. The one nearest you begins to slowly lumber towards you. It's going to make a tentacle attack against you, Hanira. That's a 29.
That hits.
Oh, it hits.
Is it moving or does it have reach from there?
It has reach. It has 15-foot reach on the tentacle. On the tendril, sorry. No, it is tentacle. So that's 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sorry, to me, is it?
No, sorry, to Hanira.
Okay.
And then it is going to use a grab action to try and grab you. So that's an athletics check. That's a 25. That's a fail probably. What's your? Is it reflex DC?
Fortitude DC.
Fortitude DC. Yeah. And what's your fortitude DC?
8.
Okay, that's a fail. and then it's gonna just move slightly closer to you. That's its turn. This one is gonna lash out at you, Cascus, as you run to the center of the room. So, that is a 38.
That's not a crit, but it's a hit.
Okay. That's 25 points of bludgeoning damage, and it's going to also grab with an action. That's a 30.
Yep, just hits.
What's your fortitude? Sorry, it's your fortitude DC.
Oh, my fortitude DC is a plus 18.
Oh, okay, so that's a success. So you are grabbed.
Isn't that a crit success?
No, it's just because it's you had 10 to it.
28 then. Wasn't it 30
Yeah.
you got?
Yeah, it's 30, so it's not a crit success.
Yeah, it is, because mine fortitude's an 18.
Plus 18.
Oh,
Yes, plus 18, but the
Sorry.
DC is 28.
sorry. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm with you.
And then it has grabbed you,
Mm,
so it's going to reel you in
get over here.
and make a bite attack as it does.
Mhm.
So you get reeled in because you are grabbed, and it chomps you.
Mhm.
27 to hit.
It's a miss.
Okay, so yeah, you see like a sort of maw begin to open up, peel itself open, and with stringy mycelial kind of strands, as teeth begin to form. It takes a bite for you, but you just about manage to dodge out of the way. Calcifer, seeing this go down, what are you going to do?
I am going to... I'm going to go over to Cascus and try and escape him.
Okay.
Try and pull him out.
What check? Is that an athletics check?
Yeah. So that'll be versus the escape DC. Oh, that's a 32.
That's a success.
Cool. Hank is going to go...
Yeah, you slice the tendril that has wrapped itself around Cascus and free him.
Hank's going to go over to here. And... So I've got 2 actions. I could move and attack still. So I'm not going to raise a shield. I am going to go to here and make an attack.
Mm-hmm.
So flanking with an error.
Okay. Well, you moved and then you freed Cascus, and now you've.
Oh,
moved, yeah.
sorry. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have an action left, would I?
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
think
move, free, move.
you can attack this one next to Cascus if you want.
So it would have been here.
Yeah, but I don't. If you want to
Yeah.
move there and you want to get an attack off, that's fine. If you want to be next to Cascus.
Could I instead have Hank make an attack?
Sure. Go.
So I want to use the flanked stuff.
Yeah. Go.
Okay. $27.
27. That just hits.
Cool. Okay, 12 damage.
12 damage. Is that piercing?
It is piercing, yeah.
Yeah, so you notice that it seems to be slightly like the exterior kind of mushroom hide of it is quite tough, so it's slightly resistant to piercing. So that's actually going to be 7 damage it takes.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for me.
Okay, yeah, Hank starts chomping into it and sort of gets a bit. It's a bit like jerky. So,
Me, just checking something. Awesome. So my short sword does have versatile S, so I can theoretically do slashing with this. Okay, I just need to check her feet a moment because I have surprise attack. Okay, the one below me hasn't acted, right?
no, not yet.
Okay, so he is flat-footed to me as per surprise attack.
Cool.
So I'm going to attempt to strike against him.
Okay.
29.
29, that hits.
Okay. And so that's going to be that plus slash 3d6, I believe now. Although that, I believe, is precision because of sneak attack.
Yeah, so... Oh, so you notice it is resistant to slashing as well, so that's 5 less it takes. But other than that, the rest it goes through.
Okay.
Yeah, it's resistant to both piercing and slashing.
Okay. Well, then I'm going... I guess I might as well try it. I'm gonna whip out my Dagger of Venom with my second action and then try to hit it again.
Okay.
28.
28, that hits. Uh, 10. That's piercing, so that's 5 damage it takes.
Yep.
All right, yeah, you slash into it, tearing the stem a little bit, but otherwise it seems fine. Right, that's your turn then, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, Henning's turn. What's Henning gonna do, Richard?
Henning is going to make way towards the other one. Just going to get to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he is just going to do a spell strike with a produce flame.
Okay.
So 29 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. So roll damage for that. Then roll damage for produce flame. Oh, 6. That's no good.
23. You notice it's also weak to fire, so it takes 5 extra damage on top of that.
Cool. And that is it for Henning.
All right. Cool. Yeah, Henning dashes forward, slashing at the Tendriculos. His blade etched with flames. You see almost Vance's silhouette in the background, just sort of helping guide that. All right, then this one is going to lash out at you with its tentacle scion.
Nimble dodge.
That's a 23.
There, that's a miss.
Cool. It's going to bite you. Well, that's with a -5, so that's 28.
That's a miss as well.
Okay, and thirdly, it is going to... it's gonna try and grab you anyway. I mean, it's gonna be a -10, but... That's gonna be 24 against your fortitude saving throw. DC.
So that would be fortitude plus 10, right?
Yeah.
My fortitude plus 10 is 29.
Alright, that's a fail. Alright, Rora, unfortunately, still unconscious. Gonna make a save. Natural 1, alright.
Fucking Christ.
And Kphos. Yeah, he's still unconscious as well. Sato. Sato begins to stir slightly. He seems to be almost out of the slumber, but you can try. Someone can try and wake him up if they want as well. But he is just about coming back to sanity for now. Cascus.
Do I lose a condition of slow now?
You'll lose.
And one of my 2 enfeebled conditions.
Yeah.
That's when Henning would no longer be enfeebled, right?
Yeah.
Would I no longer be enfeebled?
Then you wouldn't as well. Yeah. And same with Hanera.
10 feet to use my aura. I'll use Whirling Flames.
Okay.
And I'm going to do 2 5-foot emanations on, well, one on either of the creatures.
All right. So beginning to focus, your eyes suddenly turn fiery, and 2 emanations of fire shoot out, targeting each one. What do they do? What
DC
do they
basic reflex 30.
reflex?
I'm just going to roll it as like the same thing for like both of them. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. That's a 26 and a 17.
17 is a crit fail, 26 is a fail.
Okay, so this one takes double damage, and then it takes an extra 5. And this one takes... the other one is just a
28.
regular fail, yeah?
So 28 plus 5, I assume.
Okay, cool. All right, you see this this one to the east of you. As the flames begin to situate, you put it in such a perfect point. It almost begins burning up, and you hear this almost like horrifying screech and crackle as it begins to dry. All the water within its mycelial networks begins to sort of steam up, and it crackles and pops. It's looking quite hurt now. Yeah, it's
This
looking pretty hurt.
hero, like, yeah.
Yeah, and Sylvan. I just wanted dinner.
And then you use my last stack. Can I do guidance? One
Guidance
action.
on who? On
I'm
yourself
gonna do it
or
on. I'll do it on Cyan. For his next
I think it's
attack.
touch, isn't it? Okay.
30 feet.
Oh, it's 30 feet. Okay. Yeah, 30 feet. If you want to do it on Cyan, that's fine. So what does Cyan get for that?
+1 status bonus to 1 attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check.
Cool. Just remind Cyan of that on his turn, I guess. Right, that's your turn then. Hanira. You see before you, obviously, this Tendriculus to the south, starting to burn up. Is looking pretty hurt.
I'm gonna say, are you sure you don't want to back off?
Make a demoralize check.
What's that? Is that diplomacy?
So that's intimidation.
26.
Will against their will DC. That is a success. They are frightened 1. Yeah, this one's frightened 1. Where is that on here? Frightened. There we go. You see it's shaking in its mushroom.
That's little mushroom boots. Okay. And then I'm
It's
gonna.
roots.
Shaking in its roots.
Would you be able to just hover your cursor over where the downed people are? Because I can't see around the corner.
Just here.
Over here.
Are there
To the
two?
left.
They're both there.
There are 3 down there.
Oh, right, okay. Oh.
Fireball, wake them up.
I don't know how I can do it.
If you got it, you got it.
So that counted as an action, doesn't it?
Mhm.
And then I could. No, I can't even do that. Okay, I'm gonna cast a 2-action heal on the one that I can just see, which is this one.
Yeah, that's capable. They haven't taken any damage.
Oh, they're unconscious because of the gas. That happened
Mhm.
before the break. Ah, my mistake. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm going to produce flame.
Okay. On this one to the south.
Yeah.
It's going to make an attack of opportunity against you.
Okay.
Is that right? They can attack of opportunity because it's is that produce flame manipulate?
We would be, yeah.
Yeah, it will be.
So it can attack of opportunity. And if it crits, it can counteract your spell. So see how that goes. Tentacle lashes out at you. 28 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, it just hits. That's 21 bludgeoning damage. But it doesn't stop your spell. Oh shit.
Oh, that
that's
was
not right.
63.
Oh no.
Just add 63 to your health.
Yeah.
And then take off the 21.
Did you set it to 21 instead of?
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Minus 21.
Yeah, it's good that they have that in the chat so you can just know.
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't actually attacked yet,
Yeah, make your produce
by
flame.
the way. So 27, does that hit?
That just hits.
Okay.
Oh, not just hits. It does hit though. Its AC is lower.
23 fire damage.
23. So that's 28. It takes. It starts burning up even harder. It's looking very injured. Very, very injured indeed.
I am annoyed. I say, "You stupid beast! Don't
Mhm.
you,
Hey.
don't you handle me like that?"
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Cool. It's going to try and bite you. Oh, natural 1.
And it's frightened. Yeah? Is that right?
It's still frightened. And then it's gonna try and it's gonna tentacle thrash out at Henning as it tries to bite Hanera. That's an 18. That's a fail.
Yep. So
And
critical miss.
then it's gonna bite Hanera with a -10 to finish off. That's 21. That's a miss. Alright, this one is seeing that it's no longer grabbed Cascus, it is gonna reach over and try and bite you.
Mhm.
Mouth opens up wide. Ooh, 39.
Not a crit.
Not a crit. Damn, I don't think it can get a crit then. Unless it gets natural savings.
Yeah.
So that is gonna be 28 piercing damage.
I will use Glimpse of Redemption to reduce that by 13 and make it enfeebled 2.
How much damage did it do, sorry?
28
Originally?
minus
So 28
13.
minus 13.
Yeah, so that is 50.
I can figure it out, don't worry.
Yeah.
It
Enfeebled
is
2.
15. Let's go 15.
I wish I knew my alphabet. There we go. Okay, this is in alphabetical order. Alright, so it's going to try and grab you with its mouth. That is going to be an athletics check
For me, oh no, for you.
on you. 23, that's a fail, I assume.
Ease.
Okay. And then it is going to... It's going to tentacle you with its last action.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 29.
Just a miss.
Okay. Elspeth.
How high is the ceiling?
Maybe 20 feet. Vaulted kind of tunnel cabin ceiling, I guess.
Oh, that is precisely too short.
Oh, really?
I was thinking frozen lava, but not if it's gonna hit us. Okay, plan B. Calcifer is going to move to be up here. He's going to put himself there. He's going to raise a shield. And he's going to make a strike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with flanking.
Mm-hmm. That's a 37.
That is a crit. Hit.
Nice. That is 36 points of damage, which is a mix of piercing, electricity, and... Well, just piercing and electricity.
Cool. Yeah. So dashing to the side of Hanera, you raise your shield high and bash it around the head. until it is a pile of mushroom spores on the ground, crumpled with the flames that have licked it.
Nice.
It is certainly dead.
Hank is gonna just go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's gonna go down to there,
Cool.
and that's it for me.
Okay. Cyan.
Okay. Hang on, just a moment. There's not like, oh wait. I'm seeing like I can't really see around the other side of this mushroom monstrosity. There's not like space on the other side of Hank, right?
Not on the other side of Hank, but there is a space to its west that you could like tumble through it and be behind it. Flank.
I'm
good
gonna
flank.
attempt that. Yeah.
Yeah, make a tumble through. So that's that is what is that actually? Hang on.
Is it acrobatics versus reflex DC?
That's the one.
Right.
Oh,
That is
sorry,
a
remember you got
68.
+1. You got +1, remember.
29 then.
Cool. That's a success. So you reposition yourself behind, just into a little nook.
Oh.
Against the wall.
Sorry, you can choose. Sorry, you can choose to add 1 to either that or an attack if you do one. Sorry.
Well, yeah.
If you've already used it.
That was a success anyway. So use the +1 for the attack.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to attempt to strike with my gloom blade.
Cool.
39.
That is a critical success.
Nice.
40.
3d6.
That's 31. And that's doubled.
Yeah, doubled and then -5.
Yeah, I've got that. Cool. Yeah. So dashing around the side of it, flanking with Hank. You slash it from behind. A couple of tentacles and tendrils fall off.
I'm going to attempt a debilitating strike. So now I have extra debilitation stuff.
Mhm.
I can't remember. Precise debilitations. There we go. And from now on, while it's debilitated, it takes an additional. It just becomes flat-footed.
I'll put flat-footed.
And then I'm going to attempt another strike.
Mm-hmm.
32.
32. That is a. Oh, that's almost a crit. Not quite.
Okay.
$14 damage. Actually, that's 9. All right. So yeah, you slash it again. It's looking hurt. And that's your turn, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So you're managing to sneak behind it. You do a considerable amount of damage. It's sort of lashing out, mostly focused at Hank, but you seem to have gained its ire. Henning, what's Henning going to do?
So Henning is going to he's going to step to here. He's going to mount Hank. And he is going to use.
Like Dukes of Hazzard style, just like sliding onto Hank.
And he's going to recharge his spell strike.
Okay, that's his turn then, yeah?
Yep.
All right, this one is going to take a bite at Cyan and Tentacle Hank. 26.
Miss.
All right, and Tentacle attack against Hank. 22.
Nope.
Okay, and then another bite finally against Cyan. 25.
That's a miss as well.
All right. Aurora, let's have a look. Rory just got another natural one.
Fuck's sake, Rora! No one likes you.
Just, I think that's 3 natural ones in a row, maybe. Maybe 2.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh dear. Kphos. I'm starting to realise that these people would have like been so unprepared if they'd come to the Underdark on their own.
God. It's
I was lucky that you turned up when you did.
Show up. They would have died.
16. Kphos is still unfortunately unconscious. Sato.
Own my dad.
Sato wakes up and begins to stir. He stands up and is not quite sure what's going on. And then sort of steps into the cavern looking shocked as this fight is breaking out. Oh! Cascus.
I'm going to use Burning Hands. Kind of just like put my hands up and like
Yeah.
kind of burn it against the side of the
Okay.
cavern wall.
Yeah, an arc of flame shoots out and
I'm gonna
engulfs the
upcast it.
Tendriculos.
I'm going to upcast it to level 5.
Can you do that? Are you a spontaneous
You
caster?
can. You can't. No, so
Oh.
I can't because you can do signature spells and things. And like each
Oh
one,
yeah, is it? Oh, okay.
for every level you gain a new one, you can choose one of those spells to basically be able to upcast it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a 28 basic prefix.
I'm just trying to. Because oracles are oracles spontaneous casters anyway.
They are. I read that I'm like 99% confident I've done all right.
Yeah, that sounds right. Spontaneous casters.
Yeah. You could. If you're a spontaneous caster, you can upcast.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I am.
If you
can-
know the
Only
know the
signature
spell.
spells.
only signature.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
signature
spells, yeah. Which
Yeah.
is what this
You
is.
don't have to put them into specific spell slots.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. You still have to know. Yeah, you still have to know it.
Which I
All right. 41. You need to make
28.
a save first, right? Burning Hands.
It's just
Reflex.
you deal damage in the area, so it's just a 28 basic reflex.
Basic reflex save.
Yeah, 28.
That is a 28, so it just succeeds. So it takes half damage. But that's another 5 on top.
How's it looking?
It's starting to look pretty toasty here. Yeah,
Okay.
you engulf it in quite a lot of flames. It could have been worse.
Let me lash out with it with my my sword cane. Kind of unsheath it, and it's kind of slightly on fire now because of the rune.
Yeah.
It's a
Ooh,
20.
20. That's a miss, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
you lash out. It sort of jumps back away from the flames as you arc your sword out. Hanera.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
What burning hands?
Produce flame.
Oh.
Sorry, I meant the same thing as I did last time. Well, it's the only fireball that I have that's not fireball, and I don't think that's appropriate for the situation. Oh, there's a 22 hit.
22 does not, unfortunately. That's a miss.
Can I try and demoralize them again?
Yeah, you can if you want. What do you want to say?
Well, look, we've just killed this guy. You're next.
Okay, make a intimidation check.
You're 22 again.
That is a fail, unfortunately, this time. You hear a voice sort of creaking out from within it in Sylvan saying, "You can kill one, but not all."
Watch me.
I will tear you up root and stem. Alright, you're done then, are you? No?
Yeah.
Okay, this Tendriculos, having been burnt and crispy from Cascus, is going to lash out and try and bite you. It's a 29.
It's missed.
Just a miss. It's going to do the same thing again. That's definitely a miss.
Good old multi-class paladin.
And then it's just going to try and grab you, but
Okay.
that's with a minus 10. That is a 14. That is.
No.
Is that a critical fail?
Yeah.
14. Does it fall over? Oh, you get to choose, don't you? What happens if you crit fail grab?
If you already had them, they break free, and the target can either grab them as if it succeeded, or force you to fall on and prone.
What would you like
So
to
you
do?
can't grab
go.
because it's 2 sizes bigger, but
It can be prone.
Let's go prone. It probably makes people easy for other people.
Yeah, it sort of overreaches for you, and you just about dodge out the way, and it just falls flat on his face. Kelsa.
okay, nice. How hurt is Hanera?
About half.
Okay, I'll
Just over half.
Yeah, I'm about half.
okay, I'll slap Hanera with a lay on hands. So that's the.
Slap
You're not-
Panera
you're
right across the face.
Where are you slapping?
On the elbow.
You just give her a nudge. Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
All right. That's 36 points of healing.
Okay, and
Healing damage.
yeah, 36 points of healing damage. Reposition down to raise a shield, and then reposition down to here.
Okay.
And then Hank is going to take his attack.
Okay. That's flanking.
So there'll be -2 with his jaws. That's a 27.
That is a hit.
There's 11 damage, though.
All right.
Presumably
that's
6.
6. Yeah. Yeah.
That's it
Hank
for me.
starts gnawing into the stem of it. Cyan.
Right. I'm gonna carry on doing my thing. I'm gonna attempt to strike. 35?
35. That's a crit success. Crit hit.
Okay. 3d6.
It's looking really hurt. You take a slash at it. Its stem begins to. You almost go clean through the stem, and it sort of teeters in front of you, almost like you could finish it off with a single hit.
All right. I'm gonna try a single hit again.
All right, go ahead. Finish him.
27.
That is a hit. That is exactly the amount of damage you needed. 9
Awesome.
damage. Yeah, slashing through it, you begin to hack at it, almost getting through. Eventually, it collapses and, separated from its source, it begins to wither up and disappear and die. That's your turn, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, Henning. Henning sat on Hank.
Okay. So Henning is going to ready a. He's going to ready a produce flame spell strike for when he's in range of this.
Okay.
So that is all 3 actions.
For Hank, I assume to move. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So either when he gets in range of this, whether that means it coming to him or Hank going to it.
Sure, that's cool. Aurora, don't be a natural one again. Come on. Alright, wasn't great. She begins to stir though. She might be awake next turn. K-Force.
Cafeteria.
That's also a terrible roll. Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Sato takes out a couple of kind of knives and rushes over to the Tendriculus. Gonna make an attack. 23. That is a miss. And then he's gonna step back. The Tendriculus is going to attack of opportunity him as he does that.
God, I swear to God, if he fucking dies.
But misses.
All right, Cascus.
Probably just gonna do the same thing again.
Okay.
Maybe at a lower level. I'll do it at level 3 as opposed to 4, just to conserve some slots. Okay. So it's
Dragons?
basic
Dragons.
again. 28 basic, and then it's
Is it another reflex save?
yeah. Sorry, reflex.
Okay. 28? Was it DC 28, you say?
Yeah.
So that's just a success again. So it takes half damage, plus 5.
Okay, cool. And then I'm going to go do another swing.
Yeah, this one, it doesn't necessarily seem tougher. It's just, it's got like harder bits on it that it sort of is almost hiding behind, almost like it's slightly learned from as you defeated the other one, how to sort of withdraw and hide from your fire attacks.
Interesting.
26, that is a hit. That succeeds.
Cool. All right, I'm hoping the fire thing comes out now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just see. Is that, yeah, plus 1d6. That's the fire.
So that's 9 piercing damage. So that's going to be 4 piercing damage, and then that's going to be 11 fire damage.
Yes.
All right. So slashing out at it, you begin to your sword pierces through it. Again, you hear that sort of horrible shriek as the water begins to escape from it and begins to sizzle, almost like you're cooking mushrooms. Are we done on your? Is that your turn? Yeah. Okay, Hanira.
I'm just gonna. Oh, excuse me. Tell your friends not to mess with us. We mean business.
Are you trying to demoralize it again?
Nah.
Oh shit! 36. That is a critical hit.
Ooh.
It takes persistent fire damage as well.
Oh no, this is a cantrip, so it doesn't take any extra damage. It does take.
The Produce Flame does persistent fire damage on a crit.
Yeah, on a crit.
No, don't worry. I was thinking of something else.
Okay.
I was thinking of my dangerous sorcery, but it's a cantrip, so.
What are these two different rolls here?
It takes double damage, so I just rolled it twice.
No.
You just double the damage.
Yeah, I'll just be double that first one. So that's 42 plus 5.
Okay. I'm getting confused. Yeah, cool.
It's looking really hurt as you pummel it with the produce flame tiny little sphere of fire. It shoots right down its throat and begins to begins to bang its head against the wall as it cooks itself on the inside. It's looking very hurt.
And then I say, finish him!
Is that your turn?
Fire carriage, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, the Tendriculos gets one last attempt to lash out before it disappears into the ether. So it takes the persistent damage from that as well. So that'll be at the end of its turn. So can you just roll a 1d4 for me, Hanira?
I think it's 64.
Oh, is it 60? Oh my god. Really? Oh
Yeah.
shit. Oh shit. Alright, so can you roll me 64?
25.
Oh, damn.
Alright, so it's going to lash out at... it's going to definitely be dead after this. It's going to lash out at... try and bite Cascus. That's the 32.
That's a hit.
That's 19 bludgeoning damage.
I will shield block and Glimpse of Redemption to bring it to 0.
Okay. It's going to grab you.
I should use my selfish shield as well. I haven't done that at all. Oh, well.
30 to grab.
That's my AC. So.
Oh shit. And it's going to then use its last action to swallow you whole.
Go on him.
A swallowed creature. Alright, so hang on. Attempts to swallow a creature of the listed size or smaller. If the swallowed creature is of maximum size listed, it can't use swallow whole again. A creature smaller than the maximum, the monster can usually. Reflex DC. So athletics check opposed by your reflex DC. So it needs to make it more.
What do I need to do?
What's your reflex DC? Got 27.
I'm a plus 15 modifier.
Oh, so that's 25. So that is a success. So you take 21 acid damage,
Mm-hmm.
and you also need to make a fortitude saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
As it sort of begins to engulf you, as it's sort of on fire. It's just burning up. It just starts eating you.
So random.
One
I,
last meal.
I guess I should probably legend point now.
Is that what you're doing? Yeah. That's definitely a crit success. That's fine. You are currently inside it, but now it takes how much damage does it take? From
Damn, I don't have all my fire things
64.
on.
Yeah, I think 30, including weakness.
Oh yeah, it's dead. So, as you begin to get eaten by it, it just begins to burn up around you. And just effortlessly just walk out. It's dead.
It's just like things on my.
You hear Hanera, you hear in Sylvan that whisper again from the mushrooms. We'll be back. Alright, that's it. All the mushrooms in the cavern suddenly retract and vanish back into the cavern. Just ignore these mushrooms.
I'm
And the
gonna go.
blood.
I'm just gonna go shake these guys awake. Just like, all right,
Yeah.
fight's over. You can wake up now.
Yeah, Sato is pushing Kaphos awake, and Rora opens her eyes. Oh, what happened? As they one by one stand up.
You took a nap.
Ugh, those mushrooms.
Sleep on the job a lot.
Oh, I didn't think that. That's embarrassing. Kaphos stands up and just inspects what's gone on here. How long was I out?
About
About a minute.
Feels like a few hours. Anyway. Gosh. Well, that's reminded us to keep our heads on a swivel. I think down in these depths, anything can be deadly.
Yeah, let's not touch any more walls. And avoid mushrooms when possible.
Nyx appears and says, those mushrooms were saying that they'll be back. Do you think they're connected?
Oh,
to
you
other...
speak Sylvan too?
Yes.
Yeah, I think in
Yes.
some kind of like network throughout the caves. Might be some other locations with these. Probably not going to be too happy to see us when they do. Not sure how detailed a description they can give exactly, but well, who knows.
Beware the mycelial networks. That's what I say. Nyx says. So just exploring over here, Hanera. So stepping into that area, you notice that there seems to be again a kind of nest. It seems to be a lair of some sort, and all over the floor and the walls there seems to be some sort of waxy mucus-like substance, which covers a number of small nests dotted around the room. Bones, some of humanoids and some of kind of cave animals lie across the floor, as well as like clumps of hair, which seem to almost have been regurgitated up into little piles of gubbins across the floor. Yeah, looking around, it seems quite eerie.
A nice search of the room, please.
Yeah, make a perception check. Alright, so you step into the room. You sort of instinctively are just drawn to these like piles of bones. Some of them do definitely look like humanoid bones. There's like a skull of what could have been an elf in one of the piles. And you sort of have a look around. There's like a number of small little skittering creatures that sort of just rush across the floor in front of you. Kaphos walks over and he's like,
Can I speak to the sorry.
Kaphos is like, what the hell is this place? Can you speak to one of the critters?
Yes, please.
If you got to speak with animals.
Well, if they speak in a language. When I can communicate with them. I didn't know. I thought maybe they could possibly not be little creatures. So I was just checking.
Yeah, they're just sort of like rats and
They are
stuff.
rats. Okay.
Maybe like little small spiders as well. But as you're stood in the center of the of this what seems to be a nest, you feel on your shoulder a drip of a mucus-like substance,
Oh
and
no.
your eyes are drawn to the top of the cavern, and it's quite weird what you see. You hear a click clack above you. You look up and you see a slavering nightmare of teeth, eyes, and hairy spider-like legs. Its appearance is invariably seared into the minds of any who witness it. It's a skittering monster which seems to haunt the realms of the Underdepths.
Any scales on it?
There's no scales on it, but it has many legs with like clickering, clacking joints, and they pop and crack with each movement as it sort of slowly lowers itself from the ceiling, staring directly at you. Suddenly, it lunges. So here we are. It's currently on the ceiling.
Let's just never leave Panera alone.
How horrible that thing is.
I can't see it properly. It's kind of half covered.
Oh wow, it's really quite spindly, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
can't see it.
If you
I guess we're
deselect your
gonna-
character, you might be able to.
Yeah, can I just move my character so I can see the token art?
This is where we are for now. So you can, on your turn, you can come in. Can everyone roll initiative for me, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
I say. Does it suddenly seem awfully quiet in here?
Yeah.
So the goo lands on my shoulder.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like there's the sound as it sort of retracts
my-
from the ceiling. It's like pops and clicks of its knees and clicking, clacking. Calcifer, still waiting on you.
Oh, I thought
Good
already.
job, I've still got another hour on the spell.
Sorry, I thought I'd already done it.
No, it's cool.
Now this one comes down and is actually very friendly, and it's like, oh, hello. How you
Spot
doing?
of tea.
Those mushrooms are awesome.
Oh, can you do Hennings as well? Sorry.
I think I already did. Yeah, I got a natural one. Or did I? Oh, did I just roll? Oh, I might have just rolled perception.
Oh, that's fine. Don't worry, I'll put him.
Yeah, I did. Shall I re-roll?
It's cool. I've got it. I'll just put him at the bottom. Henning, natural one. Yeah, so put that below Aurora. All right. So you see, yeah. Can you make an occultism check for me, Hanera? So just see if you are you trained in occultism?
Yep.
Make an occultism check. You have no idea what the hell this thing is. It reaches down from the ceiling and takes a strike at you with one of its clicky, clacky, skittering legs.
Oh, on the top of
I'm
initiative.
not seeing an initiative turn order.
Yeah, if you go on the second tab on the
there we
with
go.
the little hand, as it shows there as well.
That's a 35.
That hits.
That's a 29 piercing damage. And then it's gonna skittering reposition. Oh no, it's just gonna move. Sorry, it's just gonna climb down the walls and onto the floor, and then it's gonna jaw attack you with its second and final action. Well, third and final action. That's a 30.
Hits.
That's 28 piercing damage. And then it's going to it's got improved grab, so it can grab as a free action. So it's just going to do that as well. And try and grab you. Athletics. Sorry. Oh, that's a 42.
Oof.
I'm grabbed.
All right, so it
And
begins
restrained.
to its spindly legs begin to hold you, and you begin to see it's got a kind of almost spider-like abdomen that is sort of like leaking a kind of webbing thing that is. It looks like that's what it's about to do.
Hold on. Do I roll reflex against the 42?
No, it's against your
Okay.
DC,
That's fine then. Okay.
unfortunately. So you're restrained and grabbed. All right, that's its turn. Hanera, seeing this monstrosity before you, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna speak to it.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Hi, please. What are you doing? What's your plan here?
It looks like it wants to eat you.
It doesn't respond at all.
It doesn't seem to understand you.
All right, that's fine. Because if it knows any languages, I can speak to it. But if it doesn't,
Yeah.
that's fine.
It cannot speak, unfortunately.
That's
To do this
fine.
will fail.
Please, can I do a recall knowledge? I already tried that, didn't I?
Yeah. Let's just assume that this is a creature that is not very well studied.
Okay.
And very well.
Okay. It's
FYI, this is official Pathfinder art. For how horrible that creature looks.
Hmm.
Like, it's not AI art.
They're kind of
okay.
That's kind of cute.
I'm feeling like it's a spider. I think I'm gonna cast disintegrate on it.
Welcome to the Underdark, y'all.
If
you
you're
can't.
restrained,
You're restrained.
Yeah. I was just thinking. So okay.
you can basically only try and escape.
What the
But
fuck is
useful
its
stuff.
face?
I don't know.
I mean, all spells that don't involve
Yeah, I'm
manipulate.
gonna cast shield myself.
You want me to swap positions?
Yeah, I would like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Gonna cast
cast.
you.
I'm about to cast a lot of spells that don't have a. Is it somatic or semantic? I can't remember which one it is.
Somatic.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get +1 circumstance bonus to your AC until the start of your next turn.
Yep. And then I'm
You
also
can
going
cast a
to
shield barrage.
inspire courage.
Okay.
And I think I would also like to try and escape.
Is Inspire Courage one action as well?
Yep.
Okay. If you want to try and escape, that's fine. What do you have to beat?
It'll be if they have an escape DC, then that. But otherwise, it'll be based on its athletics.
Do I have to do an athletics check?
Yes, so you can choose between either athletics, acrobatics, or an unarmed attack.
Oh, okay. I would prefer to do an armed attack.
Oh, you don't have acrobatics. Oh, ooh.
Oh, no, I've got -3 to both of those skills. So unarmed attack would be better because that's a +18.
Okay. Yeah, and then that's against what is reflex DC, is it?
Fortitude, I think.
Fortitude DC.
No,
okay.
athletics DC, maybe? Hang on.
Either way,
escape.
that's a fail. That's a fail.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, you are still restricted, and that's your turn then.
Yeah, typically the athletics DC of the creature grabbing you.
Sato, speaking to Rora in the mushroom room still, hears commotion going on. What's going on? Gonna rush over and have a look. Oh my goodness! Just see Zanera being half eaten by this thing. It's gonna push through, and that's 3 actions. Cascais.
Nera, how much do you not want to be there? Like, I can remove you from your.
I
your
would
grab.
really like to not be there.
I know, I
I-
can fall asleep here.
I
I
yeah.
this is a vacation right now.
No, because I've got a spell called Unexpected Transposition, where basically I'll hold my action, I'll ask Cyan to slap me in the face, which will count me as a triggering attack. When attacked, you attempt to quickly swap your position with that of another creature. So, like, Cyan would have to, like, unarmed attack me. You'd probably end up getting, like, I would disappear just before the slap hits me, and Nero would get slapped in the face.
Unexpected transmissions are reactions. You don't have to hold anything.
No. What do you mean, hold anything?
Oh, I thought you said you hold your action.
No, but my point. Is
Oh, you can delay if you want.
What I mean is that's what I mean. I delay.
Oh, sure. Okay, you're gonna delay.
Cyan walks up to me, slaps me in the face, and then But would I then become grabbed by the creature, or would I then that condition would end, and I would just kind of stand where Nero is without the condition of grab?
Let me have a look. I mean, I'll say you won't be restrained, but you'll still be in its arms. You'll still be grabbed technically, right? Yeah, I'll say you won't be restrained.
Okay, fine. So I've got a turn. So I'm gonna heal myself.
But it might be able to obviously grab you again.
I'm gonna do a. Can I heal myself and then use my reaction as a spell?
Well, it depends if you're delaying or not.
So oh yeah, if I delay, it doesn't matter, does it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll delay. I'll delay. And
All
then,
right,
yeah.
Cyan, it's your turn.
Am I told he wants me to slap
Yeah,
him in the
sorry,
face?
yeah.
He just says you as a
slap me in the face. Whatever you want.
Cyan's just gonna kind of cautiously sidle up here. Just kind of tilt his head and just slaps Gaskins across the face.
Cool, make an unarmed attack.
Okay.
Sneak attack. Flanking.
Twist the knife.
31.
That is a hit, but I think it's Hinera, right?
No, because it'd be you are targeted with an enemy strike. I'll count Cyan as an enemy.
It doesn't actually have to hit either.
So when
Right,
attacked, you attempt to quickly swap your own position with that of another creature.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
If you
Yeah,
successfully switch place with the target, the triggering attack is resolved. So I think it's Hinera who ends up getting
It's
slapped.
Hinera who gets slapped.
Like half a second before.
All right, Hinera, you begin to see this creature begin to loom towards you, and then all of a sudden, Cyan slaps you around the face, and you're swapped with Cascus. So
Cyan immediately just kind of like doubles backwards and is like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't know that would happen. It does that crit.
So, you just you don't take any damage.
You are flanked.
I'll say you're grabbed because you're just appearing in the creature's arms, but you're not restrained.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Cyan, you got one more action there.
I don't know what
Let's
to
track.
do now. I guess just kind of. I don't know. I draw my dagger of venom.
Okay. Cascus.
So can I do actions while I'm grabbed?
Yeah,
Right?
of course. Yeah.
Okay.
You can do basically anything while grabbed, just not restrained.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
So there's flat
Incendiary
checks
Aura.
on.
Oh, there is a DC 5 flat check on stuff.
Yeah, anything with a
Manipulate.
So I automatically pass my flat checks. I don't know if that's just for perception though. For my focus spells. For any fire spells. Let me read it.
So that's just against concealed stuff.
That's probably against
It might
concealed
just be against.
stuff.
I think that was stuff concealed by your fires specifically. Maybe.
Is any so like hold on, your sense comes first meaning everything past I'm reading it, sorry. Where is it? It should be here. All creatures are concealed from you regardless of distance. However, when casting a fire spell, you automatically exceed at the flat check for this concealed condition. For
Yeah,
target.
no,
Okay,
this is a
so
different
it's
flat
It's
check.
a different thing.
Hmm.
Okay, fine. So I need to do a flat check, right? So roll 1d20.
You can try. Obviously, you can try and escape. You can also do other stuff.
I'll try. I'll use my first action to try and escape then.
Okay.
That is I assume
So that is a athletics check, acrobatics check, or an unarmed attack. It's your choice.
I'm gonna do athletics.
That is a fail.
Okay, right, I'm gonna do the incendiary aura. Fine.
What is that?
It's a focus spell, so it basically means I'm now sizzling. You surround yourself with a combustible aura. Each time a creature within the emanation takes fire damage, it catches on fire, taking normally 2d. Each time a creature within the emanation takes fire damage, which is 10 feet, it catches on fire, taking normally 2d4 fire damage. But it'll be persistent. So.
Cool.
Sorry, heightened. Sorry. So it's actually 3d4 persistent, and the radius of the thing is 10. Yeah.
All right, you begin to see Cascus burst into flame
Oh, cool.
around the Gogateth. That's grabs it. Is that your
Sorry,
turn? Then?
it's not a very helpful place to be stood. That is my turn. Yeah.
All right, Calcifer.
So what radius is your fire thing?
It's 10.
Everyone's
Sorry.
like, I don't want to
That
be here now.
is
No. So you only becomes a problem. You surround yourself with combustible aura each time a creature within the emanation takes fire
No,
damage.
it's only if you take fire.
So
Okay.
right now you're fine.
okay. So unless this thing deals fire damage to us,
if I
or you
do-
start blowing up, then
Yes. If I use one more focus spell, I'm gonna be causing fire damage to everything within 10 feet, as well as that. So it will start stacking, and then I might turn my booties on.
Oh
But-
shit. Triple fire damage.
okay. I'm gonna go up to. Should I not be within 5 feet of you?
I would suggest not being it. for
Okay.
now.
Then I will use Athletic Rush to give myself an extra 10 feet. And as part of Athletic Rush, I shall stride to there. I will then attempt to grab the Gogateth.
Yeah.
And I get a +2 from that from Athletic Rush.
Okay.
So, one sec. So it'll be this plus, so 29, and I think that's the same bonus as the Inspire Courage, so I think it's 29.
That's a fail, unfortunately.
Okay, I will raise a shield.
It's also going to use Skittering Reposition as a reaction to climb 10 feet up into the air. Well, not the air, but up the cavern wall.
Does it have
Right.
anything saying that it can take creatures with it?
No. So it's going to drop Cascus.
Cool. Okay, well that's all 3 of my actions. But Hank is gonna go 40 feet to there.
Henning's still just chilling on Hank.
And yeah, that's it for me.
Alright. Kavos is gonna step in and he's gonna light a torch and hold it out and sort of start waving it towards the creature. Hey, get off! Go away! Just gonna-
Dad, I
gonna
love
step
you, but please get back and get
I
into the cover.
don't think bringing fire into my range is a good idea.
Dad, please get into cover. Now.
He's like, huh? What?
Dad's
well-
just kind of looking at him disappointed. Like,
Laura's gonna rush up as well. Alright, Henning.
Okay, so Henning, he has 1 cantrip that can reach from here. He is going to try and Ray of Frost it. That's just an attack roll.
Yeah, I'll have partial cover.
Is it would it be partial cover? It's done from like the bottom right corner of Hank because you can do it from like sort of any tile right of.
Partial cover because it's
mounted.
going through people as well.
Would it be still if it's up in the air? So it's kind of going over everyone.
I'll roll a dice.
Cool.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails. All right. No partial cover.
Cool. Hit. Oh, I don't know where I roll again. It was already a 34.
34. That's a hit.
Okay. So that's 13 cold damage.
Yeah, we'll finish this round and then we'll finish with tonight.
Cool.
13 cold damage. Okay. There is so much of this map for you to explore, by the way. So, 13.
Okay,
It's
and then
not resistant to any of that or weak to it.
cool. And then I guess try a recall knowledge on it.
Is he trained in occultism?
He is not trained, but he does have the untrained improvisation.
All right, make an occultism check.
So 27.
That's a fail, unfortunately.
Okay.
Right. I'll do this last round for the Gogateth and then we'll finish off. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so it is going to use Skittering Assault. 2 actions. It strides 3 times.
Ooh.
And can make a leg attack against anyone it comes across.
That's a lot of strikes.
It's gonna strike everyone. It's gonna skitter right over here.
Okay.
That's 3 actions. So it's good. So this is leg attack against Calcifer. 37.
37 will hit.
That's 20 piercing damage.
Okay, I will shield block to reduce that to 5.
Okay. Natural 1 against Cascus. It's gonna make an attack obviously against Kaphos. 44. That's a critical hit.
Okay, I will glimpse. I will glimpse of redemption it, which will reduce it by 13 and make it enfeeble 2.
Okay, that'll be 37 damage to Kaphos. Ooh, he's looking hurt.
Dad, no!
Where are we? Sato. $34 against him, that's a hit. $27 damage. Cyan. That is going to be 39 to hit you.
That's a hit, but not a crit.
Okay. 23. Piercing damage.
23.
Yeah. Hanera, that's 36 to hit you.
That hit.
Not a crit.
Not crit.
That's 20 piercing damage against you.
Okay.
Against Rora, that's a natural 1. That is a miss. Henning is 28 to hit Henning.
Miss.
It's a miss. And finally against Hank.
And also, as it goes over Henning, he'll make an opportunity attack, but we can do that after if you want.
You can roll that now if you want.
Cool.
And the one against Hank is 31. Is that a miss as well?
That just hits.
Just hits. So that's 25 piercing damage against Hank.
25, do you say?
Yeah. And then it's going to use its final attack with a -10 because of all those strikes against Hank. For its jaws, 32. That's a miss, is it?
32 hits Hank.
Oh, 32 hits Hank.
It takes 14 piercing damage.
Cool. That's 28 piercing damage on Hank. And it's got a free action to grab. 37 to grab Hank.
37, that is a success, but not a critical success.
Alright, Hank is grabbed. Alright, so seeing this creature scurry at crazy speeds past all of you, a whirlwind of leg strikes whacking out at you, it scurries over and starts clamping its jaws into Hank. And we'll finish off there for today, yeah?
Alright,
Okay.
yeah.
And we'll carry on. Sorry, it's quite exhausted going. It's
God.
attacked.
I
All the way.
don't like this thing.
Yeah.
It's scary.
It is scary.
So far to run back.
Is that its mouth, or is that it tearing something apart with its mouth?
Yeah, I don't know. If you
I
look
think
at
that's-
the Gogateth on the Archives of Nethys, maybe.
I didn't want to because it would have its stats on there.
Yeah.
It is what
Yeah.
it is.
Thanks for running.
All right. Thanks for playing, y'all. We'll be back next time and see how that goes. All right. Yeah. Thank you for playing.
See you in a bit.
In a
Bye.
bit.